Scott Chegg. Scott Chegg's a good fella. I know he was very good mates with Craig.
Ah, yes, another heroic 1-minute upload from Andy Smith. Bravo. And here we find Brett May clawing for goodwill, attaching himself to the name of Scott Chegg like a barnacle to a battleship. Scott's a well-liked guy, respected, capable, one of Hedgehog Man's best mates. But Brett, this is so see-through. He's clearly trying to worm into Hedgehog Man's good books, fishing for sympathy and scraping for borrowed respect, because he's getting absolutely destroyed on the dark side. Let's unpack the nonsense.
Hedgehog Man. And when I landed in old jail, I went to the under night centre from D-Wing. It was on C-Wing. It was on there with a couple of my pals from Hull, Lennox Green and a couple of other fellas. And I says, yo, you keep an eye out there for him. I said, he's a good kid. I think he just got 5-6 years for drug-related offences like.
Now, Brett's painting himself as the big hero like Scott was struggling before he showed up, please. Scott had been inside for many months and was almost certainly getting on fine. If you're not a complete idiot, jail isn't a war zone. But here comes Brett claiming he rallied troops to protect him. More likely, he just made things worse. You didn't help anyone, Brett. It's pathetic.
And yeah, no, Scott was a good fella. I said, look, I'd look after him. It was first time in. And when I was going on the yard training from D-Wing to C-Wing yard, he'd be looking out the window on C-Wing while we're training everyone on C-Wing yard. Now, if anyone's been on them yards, trust me, they're the most rough as they come places. You know what I mean? You got pigeons in your cell every 2 minutes, you know what I mean?
But Brett Scott didn't need looking after. He's sharp, funny, well-liked, no drama, no issues. Because he's not a clown. And now you expect us to believe he was gazing out the window in awe as you pranced around doing your little prison workout? What planet are you on? It's not admiration, it's awkwardness. This isn't a tribute, it's a self-serving grab for sympathy and likes. You're not the hero in this story, Brett. You're the cringe side character no one asked for.
You got to do what you got to do in there to keep occupied. But nah, Scott Chegg, as far as it comes, a good guy. I ain't got a bad thing to say about him, really. Levi, what you saying, Levi? You good, mate? Hold it down. That's Scott Chegg's real name, Levi. Love.
You can just picture it. Brett, Andy, the Bridlington Mensa chapter, huddled together. How do we win people back? Answer? Do a video saying you saved Scott Chegg in jail. Because, of course, ride the coattails of someone actually liked Brett. Just knowing Scott's first name doesn't make you soulmates. You probably passed him on the landing once, said, oh, right, now you're his guardian angel? Please, it's desperate, it's fake, and it's hilarious.